doing it to you rather than anyone else?
I believe it's because I've been there for 9 years and I'm still at band 6, which is one notch above the bottom. And I think that they're sick of me rotating every 8 months. They don't want to put me on a rotation I've done 2 or 3 times before. They don't think I'm motivated.
That's enough. Their conduct is unfair, and we would invite the employment court, we call it employment tribunal, to deliver a verdict of fair dismissal. It's constructive unfair dismissal because you're the one who resigned. They don't do the dismissing. Now, having said all, so that's the basis of it. Now, having said what I've said, I couldn't advise you to resign unless I actually then go one stage further and have you in, look at the papers, and you explain to me in detail what these processes are. But that's what it would amount to, constructive unfair dismissal, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that should assist you a little. What you've got to show is that these processes were devised with regard to you. The intention of the employer was to ensure your failure, and this is all done deliberately for other unjustified motives, i.e. they are the sick of the fact you're bumping around on the grade 6, as you put it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. That's really helpful. I spoke to you. Your video was really good, by the way.
Thank you. My name's Paul. I'm the guy who actually delivered the lecture on the video. If you need to come back to me, by all means come back to me. But don't go and resign. You need to have your matter properly evaluated. You need a lawyer to look at the documentation. I can do all of that, of course, if you wish to proceed, and then give you advice. It's constructive unfair dismissal cases are notoriously difficult to win because the employer will say you've resigned for your own reasons. It's nothing to do with their alleged bad treatment.
I know.
Claim. So you have to be very mindful of all of that. A couple of other questions. What's your salary?
Okay, it's like 38,000 a year, and I also have a diagnosed mental health problem, and I've had like 7 months off sick in this 3 years of rocky work performance, and I just feel like I'm being discriminated against also.
Well, that may well be the case. I won't get into that with you in this conversation, but that may well be the case. I just wish to get you out of the way.
Yeah.
So in that event, it would be disability discrimination.
What's your fee? Like if I were to come to you with my paperwork and my
I'm just coming to that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Do you happen to have household contents insurance? Because it may well be that you're insured for legal expenses.
I do actually. I took it out about a year ago.
Do you know who it's with?
Yeah, Halifax.
Halifax, that's likely to be done. It's quite possible that within that Halifax household contents insurance policy, there's a clause that would pay your legal expenses. You need to investigate that policy, and if so, you'll need to talk to the insurers. The policy itself will have a phone number.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, regarding the firm's charges for acting for clients, they're expensive per hour. Yours would probably cost in the region of £8,000 to £10,000 to run through an employment tribunal.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, so it's prohibitively expensive for ordinary people, frankly, people like I count myself in that category. But legal expenses insurance might be your route.
Is it correct that if I did win, I would only get 2 years' salary as a payoff?
No, what you would get is, assuming there's not a discrimination claim, it's just an unfair dismissal claim, you would get your loss of earnings until such time as the employment tribunal, the judge and the other 2 wing members, we call them, come to an assessment of how long it'll take you to get another job. So it could be 6 months, could be 9 months, may even be a year, but it's your net loss of earnings. It may be 2 years, but it's unlikely.
Okay. During that time, I'd lose my flat, more than likely, because my mortgage is $800 a month.
Unless you've got some sort of mortgage protection insurance.
I don't.
So these are matters you have to consider, really. So, which is why that no sensible employment lawyer would ever advise a client to resign their job unless they are pretty convinced that the evidence is in their favour.
I know. I'm not. I don't have any robustness. Yeah. Okay. Just for, per hour. If I were to take you on for just a consultation, like.
You know, what it would take is you would come in, we would meet for an hour or so. I would need to go through your papers another hour or so, and then I'd write to you with my assessment of the prospects of success of your claim.
Yeah.
possibly another hour. Now that would be 3 hours. You're looking at around over £1,000, you see.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, so it is. I really would investigate the insurance policy you have.
I'm doing that today. Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Okay, what's your name?
David Sparks.
Okay, David. Good luck.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.